Good evening. Welcome to the West Covina City Council meeting. Today is November 21st, 2023. And it is 7 o'clock p.m. And my name is Rosario Diaz, and I am the Centennial Mayor. Tonight's invocation will be led by Pastor Ezra Laturco from Victory Outreach, West Covina, and Anthony Calderon Tabatabai will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the national anthem and God Bless America, performed by West Covina's own Miss Rhea Zelaya. All rise.
Thank you, Mayor. It's so awesome to be here with everybody here tonight. Right before we pray, there's a scripture in Luke 2:7 where it talks about the night that Jesus was born and he came into the world and there was no room for him at the inn. And as we approach the holiday seasons, what we're doing here tonight by praying is we're making room for God. And I'm just so blessed by that. Heavenly Father, we come before you and we ask that you would step in. We know that the things that we discuss here in our city hall, the challenges that are at the feet of our leaders are very important. They affect so many people. And we don't want to pretend that we can do it on our own, that we have the strength in our own. So we call on you tonight. And we ask that you would fill this place, that you would fill our hearts, that you would lead us and guide us in everything that we do. Tonight, we make room for you. We love you. We thank you. And in Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen.
Pull it down.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Everyone put your right hand on your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Saint, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Bless West Covina, town that we love, education, destination, start a business, raise a family, own a home. Kids and seniors, friends and neighbors, 100 years now, going strong. Bless West Covina, our home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
That was beautiful. Yes, she's the best. Assistant City Clerk, roll call, please.
Good evening, Mayor. Councilman Contos.
Here.
Councilman Wu.
Yep.
Councilwoman Lopez Viado.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon Tabatabai.
Present.
Mayor Diaz.
Here. Tonight's closed session was canceled. We're going to move on. We have a proclamation. So this is a proclamation for declaring DJ Phil as the voice of West Covina. I'm going to show a picture. So Phil grew up in Lycon, I think it's Lincoln Heights. Yeah. And his mom would tell the story of her little boy dancing to any music he listened to. He became interested in DJ music during his first school dance and decided to try his hand at DJing in 1983 at the age of 17. His first radio DJ set was on radio station K-Day, and the rest is history. Phil announced West Covina Bruins games and is involved in the opening ceremonies for baseball at Walmerado Park, basketball at Cameron Park, football at Cortez Park, and soccer at Edgewood. He has also announced at the Staples Center, the Toyota Center, the Rose Bowl, and El Camino College. Phil is active in many city events, including DJing at the Summer Concert Series, Senior Center events, the Spring Carnivals, Festival of Frights, and the Winter Holiday events. I, Rosario Diaz, Mayor of the City of West Covina, on behalf of the entire City Council, do hereby proclaim DJ Phil, a dedicated resident of West Covina for 31 years, the voice of West Covina. On the 27th of June, should be the 21st. Oh, 27th. No. So now, unfortunately, he was not able to make it today. He's out of town, but we do have something on the, there he is. That's Phil. Do we have any video? No? Oh, that's too bad. Well, if you've been to any of our events, you know that he has a powerful voice. I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. And I just wanted to make sure we recognized him. And I think he is the voice of West Covina. And so that's why we make this proclamation for him. So we're going to move on. Now we're going to move on to certificates of recognition.
Testing.
I'd like to have Rhea up here. Hi. Rhea attends Edgewood High School and has been our feature soloist for over a year. She sang at the Centennial and is spotlighted at various Centennial events. I have to say, she has a beautiful voice, and I selected her because I wanted her to sing God Bless America for me. It's a song that we created, and I'm very proud of it, and she sang lovely. So I just want to thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we have a certificate of recognition to Rhea Zelaya celebrating the only West Covina Centennial soloist. Let's say a few words.
Sure. I just want to say thank you so much. It's truly an honor to continue servicing my community, whether it is just with performance. You know, the arts are so important and vital in communities everywhere. And it's really important that we don't let the arts die out, especially in schools. School is where I got my start in performing, and I would be nowhere without my teachers who have helped me, and without my mom, who I love very much. Hi, Mom. It's really also important to have supportive families. A lot of the times, families are not very supportive of children who want to pursue the arts, but my family is, and they have been with me through every step of the way. And so it's such an honor to receive this and to continue doing what I love to do and what I hope brings joy to others. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, now we're going to present some certificates to the Citizen Academy graduates. I hope they're all here. The Citizens Academy is a 10-week program designed to provide West Covina residents and employees first-hand information about how their police department works. I would like to provide a certificate to the following graduates from the March Academy. First one is Martin Alex Lopez. Oh, sure. Martin, are you here? Come on down. Oh, I also would like to invite Tony Cortina, our acting chief. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Come on down. Thank you. Okay, Gabriela Solis. Carlos Estrada. Cheryl Lynn. Laurie. No, Cheryl. Karen Torres. Alegario Cantos, otherwise known as Oli. Alex John Barrera. Norma Castaneda. And Erica Morfin Cardenas. Acting Chief, would you like to say a few words?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Again, I want to congratulate all of you. Again, this was an actually very intense 10-week program with mandatory attendance for each session. And the Citizens Academy is a great opportunity to increase transparency of our police department to members of our community for a better understanding of what we are about, which is to protect and serve our community. And also, it's a great opportunity for us to develop our relations with the community and increase our engagement. So it's a fantastic program. We want to continue doing this. And I'd like to just say one thing, if I may, to Karen. Come on up here real quick. After completing the Citizens Academy, Karen learned a tremendous amount about the police department and applied to become one of our volunteers to work at our police department. And I'm proud to say today she is an official volunteer for the West Covina Police Department. So, congratulations. We're very proud for you to be part of our team. Thank you. Sergeant Whitman.
I just want to say thank you to all the participants. This was a 10-week, like you said, intensive program. They were taught a lot of things and how the police department operates on what we do on a daily basis to help serve the community. And they did wonderful, and it is something that we just really pride ourselves in bringing them to the community and bringing them to show the community on what we do at the police department. So thank you.
And again, I just want to thank and acknowledge Sergeant Mike Weatherman. This was a tremendous amount of work and planning and coordination to make this such a successful program. So thank you again. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. I want to thank everyone and congratulate everyone for doing this, conducting this academy and graduating. I'm so proud of you all, and thank you for serving our city. And I want to thank our West Covina Police Department for helping out in doing this and having this event. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to take a picture? Okay, now I keep forgetting that thing. Now I'd like to invite Sophia Lee, who is the president of the CAAWC, to the front, please. I'm fine. How are you? Sophia will be presenting some checks. Yes, for our schools here. So I'm really proud and happy that you're able to sponsor our schools because they really need it, and it's to support our children and our after-school programs. And I'd like to continue with getting sponsorships from anyone who wants to sponsor and give some checks over to our children. Would you like to say a few words?
Okay. Thank you so much. It's my honor to represent Chinese American West Covina Association. It's called American Chinese Association of West Covina. Yeah, it's not myself, but it's my honor. Yeah, to be here to represent the Chinese. Yeah, the association. Actually, we should do that. Our organization, it's been about a few years, and we try to, make the community, make the our city, the life much better. So that's our goal, and we are doing that. So tonight I'm very, very happy to donate the 4 checks. Each check is $1,000 from our association to them. And the first one is Edgewood High School Band.
Edgewood?
Yeah. Edgewood High School. Oh, good. I like your sing. I very like your sing.
Thank
very
you so
good.
much.
Okay, this is from our organization to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, stay here. And then, yeah. Okay, closer. Yeah, to one. You want everybody together first. And the second one, I would like to, present this check to Ballet Florico International of West Covina. Yes, good. Yeah, good. Yeah, thank you so much. And then the third one, it's West Covina High School Band and Color Guard. The band. Yeah, West Covina High School Band and Color. No? Okay, it's yours?
No, it's not mine, but
Okay. Do you want it? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, the last one, it's to South Hill High School Band Color Guard. Okay. Good. Okay, good. Yeah. Thank you for making the city and our community better and better.
We're proud to represent West Covina.
would you like the mic? Would you like to say a few words?
I'd like to thank, of course, the donor for this. And we just actually completed our season. We came out sixth, but on the championship. And we're well recognized all over the region. And we're just so proud to be part of West Covina. So on behalf of South Hills and the Band Booster, we want to thank you. And we appreciate people like you, and especially the city of West Covina.
Thank you.
Would you like to say a few words too?
I think just reiterating what I said earlier, really it's just supporting the arts is so important. Because if you didn't know, as well as I sing, I also play in my school's band. So and it's such a pleasure to work with all of the people in my band, and our director is so amazing. So this money is definitely going to go to good use, and we are so excited just to continue working with our community and with our city and to represent our school as best as we can. So thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Para, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, good evening, everyone. And I want to say, first of all, I have no words of appreciation. On behalf of Ballet Folklorico International and West Covina Dance Company, I want to say thank you for everything. And for this check, you have no idea what's going to make for us. So again, if you weren't here last time, I want to tell you that we are going to be representing West Covina in New York City. And we're going to dance for the first time, Ballet Folklorico, which is folklore, Mexican Folklorico, it's going to represent us in New York City, and we're going to dance in Broadway. So that's something different. So each penny has been so hard. And like she said, fine arts is so hard. It's so hard. And now I see a lot of support. I want to say thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. And God bless you all. Thank you. And right now I'm teaching at Monte Vista Elementary School. Yeah. Fine arts.
Thank you. Oh, it's good. My daughter just come from New York last night, and this maybe she can see you're dancing in New York. Thank you.
Okay, picture.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. So thank you. This one I there you go.
Okay, before moving on to oral communications, I have an adjournment. Joseph Chamas, who was my neighbor for 17 years, passed away peacefully on Saturday, November the 15th, at the age of 105. Yeah. He is survived by his loving wife, Zelia, and many generations of nieces and nephews. Mr. Chamas was born in Sudan, Africa, and raised in Aleppo, Syria. He immigrated to the United States in 1949, where he lived in New York as a banker until he retired. In January of 1984, he moved to West Covina to be closer to his family. He will be missed. Okay, now we'll move on to oral communications. Please fill out your orange card if you want to address the council. And when you hear your name being called, please start lining up in the center row. The timer will start when your name is called. How many speakers?
We have 5 speaker cards, Mayor.
Okay.
Our first speaker is R. Robinson, followed by John Shoemaker, followed by Elsie Messman.
Happy early Thanksgiving, everybody. Standard operations now include open national borders, unrestricted illegal immigration, and martial law. No borders mean we are no longer a nation living under law, instead under cover of a scam public health emergency using third world government practices. Increasing tyranny is accomplished. Martial law and strict restrictions include restricted rights, longer lines, special identity checks, masks, restrictions on all forms of travel, especially airlines, causing general peaceful compliance by most of the sheeple, triggering weakened public health, as indicated by sharply rising all-cause mortality, according to the life insurance industry. This data, which remains to be thoroughly investigated, has been the subject of a just published book by Edward Dowd, D-O-W-D. Crucial and proper oaths of office are not being administered, especially to the president's cabinet. Our leaders have refused to acknowledge their treasonous behavior or assume their constitutional authority that has been temporarily nullified until such time as an adjudication trials accountability is reestablished by courts under argumentation and trial discovery of attorney Todd Callender, C-A-L-L-E-N-D-E-R. So far, we the people have had no choice in determining our future and are relegated to the condition of this continent's original Indians, and our residents themselves seem overawed by the usurpers, false actors, and blackmailers that are temporarily controlling the chain of unraveling events we can daily observe, such as increasing violent crime in West Covina, a murdered liquor store employee by shoplifters. So we don't need more code enforcement. We don't need more certificates to police clubs. We need new police positions to meet the problems of public safety and increasing violence. No one seems to be in charge. The Bank of International Settlements and the BRICS nations will soon dethrone the world's American dollar standard, which will trigger hyperinflation and economic collapse. Economic collapse, combined with numerous expanding fronts of warfare will coerce Americans to trade their traditional values and freedoms for a tyrannical digital dictatorship under cover of another public health emergency. Scamdemics, and we trade convenience for lawful practices, and our laziness is going to end up biting us really bad. Convenience, digital slavery. The propaganda media, the censorship industrial complex, also known as the Trusted News Initiative, has inflicted global terror through describing these false narratives. The massive human toll of spike protein injuries, disabilities, and death are from the coronavirus infection. And that's ignoring all-cause mortality, which I already mentioned. So we got modified RNA and gene editing going on instead of decent public health.
John Shoemaker.
Thank you.
By Elsie Messman, followed by Jerry Patras.
There are quite a few things I was going to cover tonight, but I decided to get to one. Things like, the city gives an organization basically $250,000 in subsidy, and they give $4,000 or $5,000 back. You give me $250,000, I'll give you half of it back. The things of the increase, that our mayor, who's outgoing, was able to increase the number of people who come here because of the insults that they have to our Native American brothers and sisters and neighbors. But I decided what was probably most important to talk about was that the lack of police officers in this city on the streets, and that you guys as a group have done absolutely nothing about it. Sunday night, a car pulls up in front of my grandsons and one of their friends and fired at the car 6 times. 6 times. What was odd about it was the comment that was made about F your family by those people. What struck me is that's not something random. What is going on? We've had the mayor's husband accuse my grandchildren of starting the fire at the 4th of July at BKK. We've had the mayor and Councilman Wu send text messages directly to senior members of the police department saying that they were concerned that I was going to cause a disruption by passing out flyers at her phony pay breakfast. When she insulted the heritage of people who have lived in this valley for 1,000 years, 5 police officers were brought in not to protect the public, but to protect the consul. What did she think? That this was, the 1950s cowboy movie? What were these people going to do? They were very peaceful, loving, people, everyone that I meet. But that's the real problem in this city, is how money is spent. Not where it goes. We pay for the equivalent of 200 police and firefighters to be on the street. We have 160. We have 160. That doesn't cover the number of the city. We have members of this council who constantly say, well, look at Burbank, look at Pasadena. Okay. Burbank has 175 officers. Pasadena has a lot more than we do. For a pay raise, which was tripling their income, tripling their income, $700, $2,100, $100,000 a year that's costing us more. That's at least a half a police officer. That's at least a half a police officer. Don't pay $250,000 every year for, festivals. We've got 2 new police officers on the street. What happened Sunday night really set my resolve of ensuring that I'm on this console in 2024 and she's gone. And you shut the hell up, Bill. And you would also, if you were actually a fair mayor, you would tell him to shut up. Like you allow him to say nasty things about our treasurer, about other people who are active in the city, and you sit there in silence. You've told people, well, I can't say anything. Why can't you say anything? Don't you have a mind of your own? Why can't you tell them to quit saying that people who are Jewish want to be white? That other people in this room who aren't white want to be white? That he claims that you support everything he says and does. So we need to recruit more white people, and you're silent on that. If you can't shut him down, then resign, or at least have the integrity to say you disagree, which you don't.
Elsie Messman,
Thank you.
followed by Jerry Patras, followed by Matthew Smith.
Good evening. My name is Elsie Messman, and I hope our new mayor will lead this council in a new direction. First of all, I'd like to state in the last meeting, we needed to hire an experienced professional manager, and you haven't done it since. And the other one was fired a long time ago. Regardless of how many years they have worked in the city, the city needs to get a qualified person to run the city, and a professional manager. You seem to be able to fire our police chief, our fire chief, 2 city managers, and many more in the city for money. And it's cost us a lot of money. So do the right thing, okay? Number 2, as for your salary increases, 4 of you have full-time jobs, and one of you has retired from a federal government job. I call that double dipping. If you would let the staff do their job, you wouldn't need more money. Let's not be greedy and think about the people that can't afford to put food on their table. Remember, the carpenter left a door open. So if you're not satisfied, you can use the door. Number 3, we have 14 code enforcement officers with 7 vehicles to harass the people. In 2017 to 2018, we had 2 officers. In 2019, we had 3. In 2020, we had 9. In 2021, we had 13. In 2022, we have 14. We don't need code enforcement officers. What we need is police officers to look after the people, and so the city can be safe. It's a shame that you're going in the wrong direction. And how you're going to pay for this, I have no idea. And if someone is not satisfied with street sweeping, we need to report it to the city staff. If there is a complaint, if we are in compliance with state regulations, why was this brought up in the first place? We would have to pay $600,000 for the signs alone, not counting the code enforcement salaries, the benefits, etc. We are already paying $53,377 a month for street sweeping for biweekly, and what will it cost for weekly service? I have no idea. We have nothing else. If we have nothing else to do, and on the way, all of this extra money, where is it going to come from? I said, these code enforcement, or the street sweeping, I saw them the last time. He came down my street in a vehicle. One man was driving and one man was writing tickets. I said, so there you go. I said, all you're doing is, what, people off. Okay? So I think you better look at it in another direction. And we really don't need whoever is complaining. Let them go to the staff and let them decide what to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jerry Patras, followed by Matthew Smith, followed by Bill Elliott.
Jerry Patras, West Covina Neighbors, congratulations. Tonight, I am going to speak on the Council's proposed compensation increase. Understandably, Council compensation has come under scrutiny since the City of Bell scandal. Senate Bill 329, which goes into effect January 1st, 2024, allows cities to adjust council salaries for inflation based on the Consumer Price Index. The council will have greater flexibility to determine their pay each year than in the past. With that flexibility comes greater responsibility. A moderate increase should be acceptable. The approach you unanimously passed at the previous council meetings to give direction to staff is not reasonable. The math is creative and underestimates cost to taxpayers. The increases to the stipend and benefits are outrageous. A California Attorney General opinion said council raises are not to be compounded. Your proposed increase is compounded to give you a 265% increase. That increase is excessive. It's greedy. Stipends are not intended to be a salary as occurs with an employee's job. Council stipends are intended to cover reasonable expenses. I suggest you increase your taxpayer funded stipend from $765 to $1,350 a month. That is double what you get now and should cover reasonable expenses. I also suggest you increase your taxpayer funded city council allowance from the current $1,000 annual amount per council member to the previous $2,000 per council member. $2,000 would allow you to attend conferences, pay for phones and shirts, hold community meetings, and take care of other city-related expenses. Lastly, I strongly suggest you do not return the department head director benefits as a council benefit. It was self-serving and greedy for a previous council to have added that benefit. It was correct for a subsequent city council to remove that benefit. You are not employees or department heads. Your role is different. You are policy setters. You are to give direction to staff. You are to provide oversight. You're not an employee. You're our representatives. Thank you.
Thank you.
Matthew Smith, followed by Bill Elliott.
Good evening, Council. I'm going to be relatively quick tonight, wearing two hats. Congratulations to Brian becoming the mayor tonight. On behalf of San Gabriel Valley Senior Softball, we look forward to working with you in your role as mayor. We're very gracious for all the city support that we've gotten up at Sportsplex. And there's a group at Cameron Center also that is pretty closely affiliated. So we're very grateful to all the city council. And on behalf of Bunn Street, we also look forward to working with you as mayor, and we look forward to continuing and participating in city-run events, including Small Business Saturday this week. So congratulations, and thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bill Elliott.
Good evening, Council. My name is Bill Elliott. Over the last year, it's been my pleasure to witness my lovely wife serve with honor and distinction as the Centennial Mayor of West Covina. Her magnanimity precedes her, and she has a lot to be proud of. In a few moments, Brian will become our first socialist, communist, Marxist mayor. This is a very sad day for West Covina. West Covina's first district has approximately 10,800 registered voters, and Brian slithered under the door by deceiving people and winning the seat with only a margin of 284 votes. And before completing his first term and honoring his obligation to the voters who elected him, he is now abandoning the people of the 1st District to run for a state assembly as West Covina mayor. He cannot point to even one accomplishment while serving on the city council, but he thinks he deserves a promotion. I remind you once again, I'm going to ask for more time.
Let's keep order here. Let him finish.
I remind you once again the story of the snake and the frog. Mr. Snake, may I please cross the path? Sure, the snake said. You won't try and eat me, will you? Said the frog. Of course not. I don't even like frogs, said the snake. Are you sure you're not going to get me? Asked the frog. Don't be silly, assured the snake. I'm not even hungry. So the frog began hopping across the pathway, and bam, the snake coiled around him. And just before he swallowed the frog protested, "You promised not to get me. You promised." And the snake coolly replied, "But you knew I was a snake." Brian famously threw Mayor Diaz under the bus after conspiring to try and damage the city's centennial celebration.
Stop the clock if they start speaking.
Brian shamelessly supports radical DA George Gascon. Ask John Carson and Bob Ryan what they think about that. Brian continues his long family tradition of judging people by the color of their skin and not the content of their character. We are in the presence of pure, unadulterated evil tonight. Do not be fooled by Brian's disarming smile. He is West Covina's snake. He is West Covina's Ilhan Omar. He is West Covina's Rashida Tlaib. Brian Tabatabai is Hamas. If Brian were ever caught back in his homeland with that rainbow tie that he is so fond of wearing, they would march him up to the highest building in Iran and throw him to the ground. Brian has stated more than once that he believes no one should ever receive the death penalty or be locked up for the rest of their life, no matter the crime. I asked him if he knew who Polly Klaas was. He did not. This year is the 30th anniversary of the kidnap, rape, and murder of 12-year-old Polly Klaas by a criminal named Richard Allen Davis. Then I asked him if he knew who Adam Walsh was. He did not. Adam was the 6-year-old son of John Walsh and America's Most Wanted, who was kidnapped and murdered in 1981 by a serial killer named Otis Toole. Adam's headless body was found in a drainage canal. Brian was about Adam's age then. I asked Brian if those violent criminals deserved the death penalty or to be locked up for the rest of their lives. No, he replied. Everyone deserves a chance to go free. I asked Brian, if this happened to your precious little boy, surely you would cry out for justice then, right? You'd be screaming for justice and want to see the responsible parties suffer the death penalty for what they did to your beautiful boy, right? No, he replied. I submit to you that Brian Tabatabai is a demonstrable liar. He does not care about justice or the safety of his own family, let alone yours. He is the local face of evil. And in a few minutes, he will become the next mayor of West Covina. God help us.
Stop it.
In closing, I want to warn Brian.
No, it's not. No. Allow him to finish. Finish. Finish.
In closing, I want to warn Brian.
Let him finish his. Let him finish.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Can we allow him to finish? Let's allow him to finish. Let him finish. Please. So we can continue. Let's let him finish.
Go on.
Let him finish, please.
In closing, I want to warn Brian that if he ever puts his hands on me again,
We're going to allow him to finish.
in closing, I want to warn Brian, if he ever puts his hands on me again, he'll be taught a lesson he won't soon forget. Brian Tabatabai voted to defund the West Covina Police Department. Brian Tabatabai voted to defund the West Covina Police Department. Brian Tabatabai voted to defund the West Covina Police Department. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Cindy and Robert Mitchell.
We're kind of a last-minute entry here. We came in, we want to say congratulations to Brian on becoming mayor, but really we came because Robert wants to update you on his native plant habitat.
To update on my native garden and say that we have some new gooseberry and goldenrod that we have planted, and right now is the best time of the year for planting seeds and native plants. So if anyone wants to do that for their yard, I would advise trying now. And my mom has lots of extra native seeds and wildflower seeds. If anyone would like any.
Tell them what comes to your garden when you plant native plants.
And when you plant native plants, you get to see butterflies, hummingbirds. You get to see insects like the praying mantis. We've seen them all over in our garden. And we also have 7 praying mantis egg cases that have yet to hatch. And there's lots of hummingbirds and moths.
You done? So anyway, we just wanted to leave you with a positive note, and we're willing to share seeds. And if anybody wants to come visit our native plant garden, we thank you for doing that. And we've learned a lot from Indigenous educators, and we're hoping that everybody else will help plant native plants in West Covina to support the ecosystem.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
No further speakers, Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Acting City Manager, may you please respond to the public comments?
Okay. Good evening, Mayor and fellow council members. So in regards to some comments made tonight, I just wanted to reiterate that safety is a top priority in our city. We value the work that our police officers do in our community to protect and serve our residents. And we're glad to hear that everyone was safe after Sunday's incident. And I know that this council has voted time and time again to increase our police officers and provide them resources so that they can better serve our community. In regards to our code enforcement officers, Elsie is correct. We have increased our code enforcement division over the last couple years. And part of that is because we've increased their duties and their responsibilities that they do in the community. So not only are they addressing code violations on private properties, but they're also working with assisting our police department doing parking enforcement. They're working with maintenance and our HOPE team addressing homeless issues in their community through working with property owners and commercial property owners and addressing those issues, as well as addressing issues of graffiti throughout the community. So as they've grown, so has their responsibilities and duties in the city. And so that's why they are growing, but hopefully we're seeing a difference in the community and in those impacts that they're making. Street sweeping and the compensation for council and the stipends for the commissioners will be on a future agenda item, so I'll leave the comments for that when those items are on the agenda. And then I wanted to thank Robert for the wonderful update on the Native Garden, and if they wanted to share how people can take or visit, that we would like to share that information with the community. So thank you. That concludes my comments for the evening.
Thank you. Now, and now if you can give us our city manager's report, please.
Yes. I have a short one tonight. So just wanted to say we had a annual Veterans Day celebration November 11th. I think it was a very well turned out event. We had it was the second year that we've had a luncheon for our fellow veterans after the ceremony. So I think it was very well attended, and we hope that we continue to increase the number of attendees next year. And so we look forward to seeing everyone next year, November 11th at 11 o'clock. So now you know the date and the time and the location. We'll see you next year. We also had a sugar skulls at Shadow Oak Park. So our staff actually made the sugar skulls for the community, and they came and were able to decorate them with frosting, with paints, with sequins, with flowers. So that was a really fun event for our community up at Shadow Oak Park. Our Winter Discover is out. So if you guys... I don't know if it's out for residents yet, but it's on our website, and it should be mailed if it's not mailed out already. And so that includes all of the new programs for the upcoming quarter, which would be January, February, and March. So if you're looking for classes and programming, that's the Discover to look forward to. As Matt mentioned, we do have a Small Business Saturday this coming Saturday after Thanksgiving. As I mentioned last time, shopping local keeps our local tax dollars in our community. So by supporting small businesses, you're supporting our small businesses and our city of West Covina. To see participating businesses, please go to our website, and they have different offers and rebates that they provide people that want to participate in small business and shop local. So please visit the website for participating businesses. We have a couple events coming up with the holidays. As I just mentioned, Small Business Saturday. We have our annual Let It Snow in West Covina, Friday, December 1st, 6 to 9 p.m. here at the Civic Center. We have our first Centennial Toy Drive, which will be Sunday, December 3rd. I don't know, it says Friday. I apologize about that. But it's going to be between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. And the queuing will start at 9 a.m. And we're partnering with Film at West Covina and Hombre Housing Charities. And it's going to be $100,000 worth of toys from Mattel that will be donated. And we're going to be doing a toy drive. It's going to be by car, so no walk-ups. And we're going to possibly have a celebrity there, and that will be announced. But we hope that anyone that is in need of toys will like to participate, and we welcome to come and join the toy drive. And then we have our Christmas parade in Santa's Village on Sunday, December 9th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at historic downtown West Covina. So we hope to see the community members there for the holidays. Thank you. That's it.
Councilman Wu?
I think you should mention about the $100,000, okay, toy drive. Okay, that's the biggest in San Gabriel Valley that is organized by our planning chair, Brian Gutierrez. I think that is, you should mention, give him the credit for that. And that is what he put the money and have people to donate and to do the biggest for our community. So thank you, Brian Gutierrez, to put this together for the city.
Thank you, Brian. Is that all?
Madam Mayor.
Councilman Contos?
Just a correction. It's Saturday, December 9th for the Christmas parade.
Yes, but it's, I think they listed the toy drive for the 9th, and it's the 3rd.
But earlier, I think for the Christmas parade, I thought she said Sunday, December 9th. So just to correct it, Saturday.
And I think December 9th is our children parade.
Correct. Saturday, December 9th is the parade.
See, we know the schedule better than you.
Okay, we're going to move on to consent calendar. Does anyone want to pull anything from the consent calendar? No? All right, do I have a motion to move?
Move the motion to be approved from 1, 2, 3.
Second.
Okay.
I have a motion by Councilman Wu and a second by Councilman Contos to approve consent calendar items 1 and 2. Councilman Contos?
Aye.
Councilman Wu?
Aye.
Councilwoman Lopez Viado?
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Calderon Tabatabai?
Aye.
Mayor Diaz?
Aye.
Items passed 5-0, Mayor.
Thank you. So as the outgoing mayor, I'd like to say a few comments. I have something to say. Having the distinction of becoming West Covina's Centennial Mayor has been one of the most exciting, busy, and humbling experiences. I am honored to be the first Mexican-American woman to serve as mayor for this great city. And I hope I am an inspiration to little girls like the little girl I used to be. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many great people during this time, and I have made a lot of treasured friends along the way. I have invested many long, unseen hours of hard work representing constituents and have always strived to excellence in all that I say and do. I will continue to do so during my remaining time on this council. I am very proud of what has been accomplished during my tenure as mayor, but clearly there is much important work still to be done. I am ever grateful for the support of my husband, my family, friends, neighbors, and valued colleagues, and for the confidence that they have placed in me. Sincere gratitude especially goes out to the 3,738 voters of the 3rd District who have entrusted me with the honor of representing them at City Hall. Serving on this elected body has been a very fulfilling experience, and there have been many significant milestones along the way. I always strived to be a hands-on mayor and to be accessible and available. Since the day I threw my hat in the ring, I've had a clear vision of the kind of mayor I wanted to be. It hasn't always been an easy road, and no one ever promised me a rose garden. Some days have been tough. And my final day as mayor is bittersweet. But my faith in God remains strong. I am reminded by Matthew 20 and 21, the unwavering support of my valued colleagues, Tony, Letty, Dario, and Oli, has helped me through uncertain times. I couldn't have done it without help from Paulina, Roxanne, Eric, and many others who remain invaluable assets. Stellar guidance from Lisa and sage advice from Tom has been immeasurable. Thank you so much. I look forward to my next year on the City Council, and it is my honor and privilege to continue serving to the people of West Covina. Thank you.
I'm good.
Yes.
Good evening, Mayor, Council members. It is now time for the appointment of the Mayor and Mayor Pro Tem for the upcoming year. The City Council conducts its annual reorganization during the second regularly scheduled meeting of November in non-election years. The Municipal Code outlines the mayoral succession process, which is determined by the length of the current term of incumbency. The order of succession is as follows: Brian Calderon Tabatabai, Mayor; Tony Wu, Mayor Pro Tem; Letty Lopez Viado, Council Member; Oli Contos, Council Member; Rosario Diaz, Council Member. Is there any opposition? We will now proceed with the Mayor's oath of office. If I can please have Mr. and Mrs. Calderon Tabatabai come forward, along with Mr. Tabatabai, to administer the oath of office.
Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Ready? All right. Please.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Brian Calderon Tabatabai,
I, Brian Calderon Tabatabai,
do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which
the duties upon which
I'm about to enter.
I am about to enter.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Testing.
Okay, thank you, everyone. If I could have Centennial Mayor Rosario Diaz please come up. Wow, what an interesting night.
Absolutely.
Yes. So those of you who have followed know that we've had some contentious moments on the dais. But, I think what people don't see, and I'd like to just kind of share a couple of moments that just happened this week, actually. We had a Veterans Day event. And it was one of the most emotional, one of the most respectful Veterans Day events that I've been a part of. And I know that you played a large role in it. And to sit with you at that event and to see just how much love you had for the veterans and the care you took to choose the music, to choose your words. Again, I think, a lot of us, we have our disagreements, and there's those policies, and just kind of the way we see the world sometimes is different. But, there is love of community, love of family. Just yesterday, we were at the wake of Officer Matthew Ortiz. And to watch you with his mother, and to see you embrace her and just give her care and love, that's just something I think everyone should know. And so thank you for the way you've represented as the Centennial Mayor. I'd like to present you with your mayor's plaque. And if we could all give a round of applause.
Well, thank you. And yes, I worked very hard to try to represent my city as best I can. And as far as the veterans event, I love my country and I love my city. And I want to be a positive representative of our city. And that's why I try to do the best I can, and I try to, work with everyone that I can. I hope that things can get better, and I hope that we can work together and make our city a much better place than it already is. So thank you. Oh, picture.
Oh, yes. And now, if I can have a representative from FFA Local 3226. Have another presentation for you.
Oh, how exciting. Oh, my.
Hello, my name's Sean. I'm the secretary for the West Covina Firefighters Association. And on behalf of the men and women of the association, we'd like to present you this helmet for your support
Thank you.
and dedication.
Oh my God, I'm so honored. I'm so honored to have this. I remember when Tony Wu got this, and I thought, I want one of those. Oh, thank you so much.
I think you are better than mine.
When do I get to work?
Tomorrow.
It was fun. I had an opportunity to at least hang out with the firefighters at least one night. But unfortunately, we only had 2 calls. Not very exciting, but that's a good thing, because we didn't get a lot of calls, which is positive and good. But I just want to thank you, and I'm really happy that I'm able to be your mayor and to continue. We continue to work together.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
The mayor is just the mayor, so we continue to work together. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Maybe you should put on your head.
All right. Now I'd like to invite Representative Ryan Serrano from LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis's office.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Tabatabai. As Mayor Tabatabai said, my name is Ryan Serrano. I serve as Senior Field Deputy for Supervisor Hilda Solis. And on behalf of Supervisor Hilda Solis, let me say what a joy and an honor it is to recognize you as the outgoing Centennial Mayor of West Covina. Go ahead, give her a round of applause, yes. In recognition of the dedicated service to the affairs of the community and for the civic pride demonstrated by numerous contributions for the benefit of all residents of Los Angeles County, congratulations.
Thank you.
If I may, we have a representative from Josh Newman's office, Wendy Lazera. If you can please come to the front. And Wendy, you're on deck.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Elizabeth. I'm here on behalf of the Office of State Senator Josh Newman. It's an honor to be here tonight to recognize outgoing Mayor Diaz for your contributions in your service as Centennial Mayor. So we want to thank you for your commitment and dedication to the city and look forward to your continued service.
Thank you.
Wendy Saavedra from the Office of Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio.
Thank you for that introduction, and good evening, everyone. My name is Wendy Saavedra, and I'm one of the district representatives for the Office of Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio, and we're honored to be here today to commemorate outgoing Centennial Mayor, Madam Mayor Rosario Diaz, for her efforts. And as you know, she's been here and she's provided her service, and we want to congratulate her with the certificate of recognition. I'll go ahead and present that now. So on behalf of the California State Legislature and residents of the 48th Assembly District, I commend you for proudly serving countless residents during your term as mayor. Your leadership and commitment to the well-being of our neighborhoods is recognized by many across the San Gabriel Valley. Congratulations on your centennial leadership and best wishes for future success.
Thank you.
I'll take it. I got you.
We're good.
I'll take it.
Okay, so I'd like to give an opportunity to all my council colleagues to say some comments to our outgoing mayor. So if we could start with Councilman Cantos. You want to go first, Tony? Mayor Pro Tem Wu. What?
Oh, I'm not used to it. Thank you so much, Mayor. Mayor Tabai, congratulations. Okay, and I think again, we might have a difference on the policy, but we all want our city to be good. Okay, we all want to improve our city. I think the love for the city, we are all the same, but it's just a different way to do it. Okay, not necessarily right or wrong, but everybody have a different belief. But I want to wish you all the best. Okay, as the mayor of West Covina. Okay, and do the thing, and we can work together to get a policy to improve our city. So I think important to unity and. United we stand, and let's continue to improve our city. So congratulations. I wish you all the best. Okay, and for outgoing mayor, okay, and our centennial mayor, I want to say this, okay. At the beginning, I don't know will you do good or not. Okay, I'm just saying, hey, you don't speak that much, this and that. But then I find out you work so hard. Okay, you really put your heart into it. It's a true story. I saw it. Okay, I witnessed. Okay, and I saw how much time you spend. Okay, I don't know you spend at home at all because most of the time you hang out with our Councilman Kento driving around and to find a problem. Okay, and I just want to say, I know your achievement. You are the one of the most accomplished mayor I ever seen. True story. For 8 years, I sit over here. You done flashing, okay, stop sign. You pushing that, and we can see all the places we have the flashing stop sign. Okay, and we are going to the south side and continue to improve all the stop sign, and that can save a lot of life because that flashing stop sign really very clear for people to stop, and that is something very important. And we see the median into the flowers, the beautification. That is your agenda, and you really put it together. And you push in. I see how you push the city to make sure we have that $1 million something from our COVID-19 budget, pushing that into beautification of our median. And that's one thing. And all the monument sign, if you see around West Covina, we have a lot of beautiful monument sign popping out like a mushroom, and it's from you. Hopefully we don't spend too much money, okay? But it's really pretty. I'm driving around, I see all the monument. It's low profile, but it's beautiful with our logo. And I know you're pushing for that. So you've done a lot of stuff. Another thing is our Shadow Park. Our Shadow Park, you drove around with the police. And I have a lot of complaint about how can we deal with the parking lot of Shadow Park at nighttime. And you drove around with our police officer, and they suggest to put a gate. And you put a gate in the Shadow Park. So meaning what? The parking lot hopefully will stop a lot of crime or a lot of weird stuff over there. Surrounding neighborhood and neighbor hopefully will have their peace. And for our police, hopefully they don't spend way too much resource over there doing the same repetition of the same issue we have. So hopefully, but I think that gate stop at the nighttime will really stop a lot of car, okay, go inside to do some weird stuff. So see, you have a lot of things really helping our city. If you look around, you see a lot of improvement of this year. And you with Councilman Kento and continue to drive around, see the trash can from our bus stop, and you request to we update the bus stop. I have a problem with spending the money, okay, and so we have a debate for that. Okay, I want to say, forget it, just get rid of all the bus stops. So people just stand over there and say, no, we need to have people can sit, okay, and with standards, this and that. So right now we have to find a budget. So you've done a lot of stuff. Maybe people didn't see it, but I just want to say thank you with your hard work. And I can see a lot of city, okay, our city improve a lot. But of course, you put it, and I was next to you and help you to push everything. We need a 3 vote. So, okay, so otherwise, Mayor Tabai will be a barking dog. So you need another 2 vote. Don't forget, you need a 3 vote to get the thing done. And, okay, so the collaboration together with City Council, how can we improve the city? But one more time, thank you. Thank you so much for your dedication, and you can see the city improve. By the way, this year, our city in March, on the Forbes magazine, we kind of overrated, but we take it. We are number 3, the safest city in the United States. And it's very good, feel good. I know we have more room to improve, but hey, we take it. Okay, because it's a good reputation for us. We are the most of a friendly city from Verizon News. So this is so achievement of 2023. So thank you again, Centennial Mayor, and you really put your heart into it. Okay, and thank you again for your dedication. Appreciate your job, and hopefully continue to work together to improve our city. Thank you.
Councilwoman Lopez Viado.
So I won't make it long. I know we have a lot of guests here this evening who probably wouldn't want to stay with us till midnight. So there's plenty of opportunities in the upcoming council. But until then, I just wanted to say congratulations, Mayor Tabatabai. I also wanted to thank you very much, especially this evening. Many, many thanks. The direction of how the start can go in many ways. Don't know what to expect, but I just want to say thank you this evening for starting in a positive note. That is a very good start. So I look forward to the rest of the year as your mayorship. So congratulations. And then as for our outgoing mayor, I wanted to thank you for your service. And I know everybody has their strengths, and it was nice that you also brought, our West Covina soloist here. And, she brought, that was part of our 100th anniversary. And it's nice that, there is a dedicated song for West Covina, and she sang so lovely. So thank you for finding her. Thank you for bringing her in and working with her on that, and for the many things you have also accomplished during this year. So I wanted to thank you both, and I look forward to hopefully a positive dynamic this upcoming year. So thank you.
Councilman Cantos.
Mr. Mayor, I just have got to say to you that as we've talked, I believe that the people of District 1 deserve to have their elected official in the mayor's seat, and congratulations, sir. You and I, from the beginning, have worked to collaborate together at different opportunities. We've had wonderful discussions, and I look forward to that ongoing dialogue and collaboration. And I've also enjoyed, as being the newest member of this council, I have enjoyed getting to know you and your family. I mean, your whole family, and to have meet your dad, your father tonight. What an honor! And for him to swear you in is very, very moving. So my congratulations to all of you, and I know that we're going to have a magnificent year together. And for a moment or two, I'd like to take this opportunity to address our centennial mayor, Rosario Diaz. You have been not only an individual who works extraordinarily hard, but you have an absolute heart of platinum. I have seen you in group settings, in one-on-one settings, and you truly do care. Not only did you dedicate yourself at a number of different events to be there for folks, but I have been with you as we have crisscrossed every single district of our city looking for issues to resolve. I've also worked with you on a number of occasions where you have literally just dedicated your heart and soul. You and I have worked to go out to meet with homeless individuals, the unhoused, to offer assistance and support. I have seen your heart as you have assisted with feeding hungry families, with calling residents, with visiting residents in the hospital who were in dire straits and who are doing better. Your heart is just incredible. Not only that, but your commitment to this city to get to have a front row seat to your dedication every single day to caring for and being responsive to residents across the city is extraordinarily admirable, as well as your dedication to the policies of the city and promoting public safety and support for every part of our community, literally from little kids to senior citizens and everyone in between. And to have built the close working relationship and friendship with you, and for you to be my first mayor on this council, I'm truly grateful. And I just think the world of you, and I think that the city should know, and I want to say this publicly here, that you are such an incredible human being, as an individual, as a professional, as someone dedicated to the city, and you are just to be commended for all of your hard work and for your leadership with everything that you have done for the city and everything that you will continue to do. So congratulations on a banner year.
Thank you, Councilman Cantos. Now I'd like to invite to the microphone community member Stephen Pritchard to the front for a land acknowledgement.
Thank you, Mayor. Councilmembers. The County of Los Angeles recognizes that we occupy land originally and still inhabited and cared for by the Tongva, Tataviam, Serrano, Quiche, and Chumash peoples. We honor and pay respect to their elders and descendants, past, present, and emerging, as they continue their stewardship of these lands and waters. We acknowledge that settler colonialism resulted in land seizure, disease, subjugation, slavery, relocation, broken promises, genocide, and multi-generational trauma. This acknowledgement demonstrates our responsibility and commitment to truth, healing, and reconciliation, and to elevating the stories, culture, and community of the original inhabitants of Los Angeles County. We are grateful to have the opportunity to live and work on these ancestral lands. We are dedicated to growing and sustaining relationships with Native peoples and local tribal governments, including, in no particular order, the Fernandino Tataviam Band of Mission Indians, Gabrielino Tongva Indians of California Tribal Council, Gabrielino Tongva San Gabriel Band of Mission Indians, Gabrielino Band of Mission Indians Quiche Nation, San Manuel Band of Mission Indians, San Fernando Band of Mission Indians. Thank you.
I'd like to now invite Chief Nick Rocha to the front for a blessing.
Mahia, Awishkunasha, Mahikeme, Nick Rocha, Tamyar, the Gabrielino Shoshone Nation of Southern California. I'm very honored to be here in the presence of the City Council. I know we had our discussions in the past, heated, but we would like to go forward in an honest and more positive way, a positive direction. And with that, I would like to offer a prayer. Shichinich, creator of all, who created us of clay and stardust, we come to you cleansed of those dark energies and forces that see only to our defeat and failures, so that we may come to the aid of all your creations here in this place. For all that fly in your sky, walk Mother Earth, and swim in her living waters. For all that move in the day, for all that move in the night, for all with stem, stalk, or vine. For all that are here in the hoop of life, for everything has a spirit bestowed onto them by you, our Creator. All made equal, none be greater than the other. Please, Creator, don't let us fail you in this task. Give us the wisdom to succeed and nourish our spirits so that we can stand strong in our mission to speak for those that cannot speak for themselves. We ask that you open the ears, hearts, and minds of our fellow human beings so that they can hear the faint cries of the meek and helpless and help all to see beyond what they have only created for themselves. We ask you, our Creator, to bless this journey for Brian, who stands strong against tyrants and will be your instrument to continue to be a voice to shine a light on those that cannot shine for themselves. And be a good caretaker of Mother Earth, and continue to protect our community and city against those domestic terrorists that cloak themselves under the cover of patriotism. Oh, thank you, Brian. Thank you. Thank you.
I'd like to now invite Representative Ryan Serrano from LA County Supervisor Hilda Solis's office to the front.
Good evening again, everybody. I'd be remiss if I didn't take the opportunity on behalf of Supervisor Solis to truly share what a joy and a privilege it is to be here tonight to recognize Brian Tabatabai as the incoming mayor for the city of West Covina. With sincere congratulations and best wishes, the Board of Supervisors of the County of Los Angeles does hereby join in your celebration. I just want to say it is a pleasure to be able to see civility is not dead, and we truly thank you, sir, for your grace and your leadership. Thank you.
One more picture. Mayor, at this time, if I could, I'd like to invite Elizabeth Lazaran from Senator Josh Newman's office. I'm sorry, Laverance.
Good evening again. I'm again representing the office of State Senator Josh Newman. It's an honor to congratulate you, Mayor Tabatabai, on your new position, and we want to thank you for your service, not only as city council member before, but also as an educator. And we look forward to our continued partnership with you over the course of your position as mayor.
And Mayor, if you want to stay here, we have Wendy Savareda from Office Assemblywoman Blanco Rubio.
Good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Wendy Saavedra, and I'm with the Office of Assemblywoman Blanca Rubio, and we're also here to recognize incoming Mayor Brian Tabatabai, and I'll go ahead and present the certificate. On behalf of the California State Legislature and residents of the 48th Assembly District, I commend you for maintaining the well-being of our communities in the city of West Covina. Thank you for your commitment towards providing essential resources to our residents. Congratulations and best wishes.
Okay, thank you. I'd now like to take a moment to say a few words. First off, I want to thank my family, my sister, my brother-in-law, my nieces and nephew who are here, my tia Boris, my aunts and uncles, my tio Rafa, my parents who have been great supporters of mine, who've taught me to be caring, to love people, to represent those who can't represent themselves. Obviously, I'd want to thank my little boy over there, Anthony. Did a phenomenal job on that Pledge of Allegiance. You probably didn't need me next to you, but you had it. And then, yes, you did. And obviously, my wonderful wife, who is She is beyond a rock star, and she is just, raising a beautiful little boy, has done so much for her community, and we couldn't do any of this without you, babes. This city means a lot to all of us up here. We're very passionate about the things that go on here, and sometimes those passions overflow a little bit, and can create some ugliness, but that's okay. Chief Rocha, with your blessing, reminds us, this space is thousands of years old. Community has existed here for a long time. There was a lot of ugliness that happened, but I always think back to my ancestors. They were living in a time where their existence really wasn't welcomed. Not only was it not welcomed, but it was ethnically cleansed, genocide. And yet, in that environment, they still had hope, right? They still found love. They still believed enough to create family, right? You don't create children if you don't think things can improve, things can get better, that we can get to that space where all, and I say all five of us are working to get for our community, because we all love our children here. We all love our neighbors. We all want to see our neighbors fulfill their destinies. We want to see the city of West Covina be that space that we all believe in. It's why we decided to be rooted here, to buy our homes here, to send our kids to their schools, to trust our children to those wonderful teachers, to the police, the fire, our code enforcement, city staff, everyone that makes a community work. This is a special space, a very special space. I see former Mayor Ben Wong here. I spent some time just looking at all those photos. I'm sitting with 3 former mayors as well. It's a huge responsibility to hold that title, because you're responsible for the way 110,000 people are going to be viewed. And I don't take that responsibility lightly. I know it's heavy, but I am humbled that I've been entrusted to wear that mantle. I hope that I will represent the city of West Covina in a way that is honorable, and that we will have a very positive, productive year this year. So I thank all of you for allowing me this space. I am just going to borrow it for a moment until the next person can take this mantle. And the last thing I'd like to say is we need all of you to enter this space. Running for council is daunting. It is overwhelming. It is taxing on family, taxing on relationships. But sitting up here gives you something that you can't get. It's more than an honor. It is very special. And those of us who are lucky enough to sit up here, it's something you'll never forget, and you can't explain it to folks. But we need you. We need you to run. We need you to make that sacrifice. because that's what democracy is. And when you make that sacrifice, we all will appreciate it, because someone needs to sit in this chair. Someone needs to take these votes. Someone needs to take the arrows, take a little bit of the mud. But I'll say this, I got a 10-year-old boy sitting over there. And he needs people to represent him, right? It's like I see our little boys and girls over there, Orangewood in the house. But we need you. So please, take that. 2024 is coming. And I know we need people to be in these seats. We have good people up here now. But this city is going to outlast all of us. And so we'll need people to carry on and build on what we're building on. So, again, thank you. And let's have a wonderful year. Thank you. All right. We will now move to council member reports.
Mr. Mayor, I was just wondering, just as a matter of a request, our centennial mayor, she because of the timing, this is an off-election year, and there are events that are coming up for December 1st and 9th, that she continue to have a role in doing the Christmas tree lighting and such that other folks have gotten to do prior, because it's an off-election year. And then the second thing is, I'm wondering if as a mother, may I, if we could look into equalizing the length of time of service, so that way, no matter when a person is serving as mayor, whether it is in an off-election year or an on-election year, that the time be essentially equal, so that way, for roughly 12 months, so that way, no mayor in an off-election year would be shortchanged in terms of time.
Yeah. Well, Councilman Contos, a little out of order with the agenda.
I'm sorry,
but that's okay. I think we can, since the request has been made. I'm okay with taking the request and then moving the report to after that. That's
okay.
Fine. Mayor Pro Tem Wu.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Okay, I think I will support. Okay, and Councilman Contos the request, and because if everybody have a 1 year. Okay, our centennial mayor should change for 1 month. So I think this is. I know you really want to do a children Christmas parade, and I think you really want to light the tree at City Hall, because last year it was Mayor Dario Cassiano did the thing, and this year you're out of luck. So I think with our current mayor permission, we can still have you as honorable centennial mayor, and to equally together to light the tree and to be in the parade. So in that way, you don't have any regret. And this, I will second on the Mother Mayor to look into the equal length of each of rotation mayor. So treat everybody equally, so we don't have this kind of regret for any of the future mayor. Okay, thank you.
I would like to clarify, point of order, Mayor, if I may clarify the Mother May I request. I heard two requests. One Mother May I request, and I will take them separately, is to have outgoing Mayor Diaz participate in the Christmas ceremonies.
No.
Mr. Mayor, that was just a request. I think the Mother May I is changing the ordinance so we can come to consistent terms.
The Mother May I request is, so we have one Mother May I request then, and that is to look at the changing the ordinance to have equal lengths for mayor.
That's correct.
Councilman Contos.
Aye.
Councilwoman Diaz.
Aye.
Councilwoman Lopez Villado.
Aye.
Mayor Pro Tem Wu.
Aye.
Mayor Calderon Tabatabai.
Aye.
Item passes 5-0.
Yes, and to Councilman Contos, your request, I have spoken to the city manager, and I will be speaking with Councilwoman Diaz to see the best way that we can have an enjoyable tree lighting and Christmas parade. Again, I think it's appropriate, and I would be honored to make sure that we all have a positive experience going forward. Again, you get to wear the mantle of mayor, but we are all 5 representatives of the city of West Covina, and for us to participate and share is more than appropriate. We're all equal here. And so I look forward. I look forward to the December events, and I look forward to many more events going forward. So definitely.
Mr. Mayor?
Mayor Pro Tem Wu.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Okay, I want to thank you very gracefully. Okay, and I know your career is flowing. You are the career mayor, but it's very nice. Okay, for entertain about this request. Okay, I think something that we are all equally sit over here, but currently you're the mayor and the centennial mayor that really want to be in the Christmas parade and this due to he missed the chance last year. So and you will do it next year. Okay, so in that way, thank you so much for your generosity, and that is why we can all get along and work together. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so we will move to council reports. I believe am I the only one with the council report? So I was missing. Some of you may have noticed last meeting. I had the opportunity through the sponsorship by the U.S.-China People's Friendship Association to represent West Covina on a delegation of mayors and other elected county supervisors. Assembly member Mike Fong led the delegation along with Treasurer John Chang. And, first off, to be able to experience the homeland of many of our residents of West Covina, it's something that I think if we had an opportunity to visit, all of the diverse countries that the residents come from, it gives you a different perspective. To be in China, to see so many similarities in terms of people want to take care of their families, right? People want to feel safe. People want to work. People want to know that their kids are taken care of. And oftentimes we don't get to experience that when we aren't able to be in other spaces. I think that's one of the things. I know we get criticized for some of our events, but those events are important because it allows us to eat together. It allows us to share space together. It allows us to celebrate together. That's what community is about. And so it was an opportunity to go and to see and to experience in terms of some of the things that I was able to participate in Xiamen, the first city we visited. We were able to visit Golden Home Cabinetry, which is looking to possibly open a factory in the city of El Monte, city of industry. So they are coming to the San Gabriel Valley and to see the types of things that they're doing. We were able to see cattle that makes the batteries for the solar panels that many of us have in our home. And to, again, just to see some of the business that's happening there. And, it was an opportunity at a subnational level, right? Local to local participation. And, again, just to see some of the things that we are actually, partnering with. We then went to the city of Kushan where I was able to sit on a panel for education, where I was able to spread the magnificent things that are happening in West Covina and in the West Covina Unified School District, Covina Valley Unified School District, and Roland Unified School District, as those all represent West Covina, and people were very impressed with all the programs that are happening. I was also able to meet with one of our sister cities, Woohoo, which I was unaware of that former Mayor Steve Herford had signed into agreement with the city of Woohoo in China, which was something I was not aware of. And so they were very excited to hear about all of the great things we are doing here in the city of West Covina. I think the highlight of the trip was going to Beijing, where we actually saw a celebration. It was the 80th anniversary of the Flying Tigers. And this was I'm a history teacher, and I was unaware of this. The Flying Tigers were a group of U.S. military Air Force that volunteered after their tour in World War II was over. They volunteered to help fight against the Japanese that were terrorizing China. You know, those of us who maybe are unaware of the history, there was a time where China and Russia were our allies, and we were fighting Japan and Germany. And to see the reverence the Chinese people, the Chinese government had for the Flying Tigers, and then to go to the U.S. Embassy. And they had a celebration. And prior to the Flying Tigers being celebrated, they were going to play the national anthem. And the audio didn't work. They were going to play a recording. Audio didn't work. The MC basically was like, I'm sorry, you know, we'll just have to skip the national anthem. And the ambassador was like, we are not going to skip the national anthem. So 300 people in an auditorium sang the national anthem a cappella. Wow. And if you were in that room to experience that, now think about that. Here you are in Beijing, but because you are in the embassy, you're in the United States of America. And to have the ambassador lead you in the national anthem, and to see that every single individual in that room knew it word for word. It was an experience. So that kind of sums up the trip. It was an experience that allows me to have a different lens of our community, to relate to our community in a way that I think is very important, and to also celebrate West Covina in a way that I think brought a lot of respect to our city and to Los Angeles County. And so thank you. Any other comments? All right, seeing none, would someone like to move to adjourn the meeting?
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
And we have cake and coffee.
Oh, and after I slam this gavel, we will have cake and coffee. All right, meeting is adjourned.